particularly in the mid game. They have to sort of spread out a little bit, try to do some split pushing. They don't really have the best heroes for that, obviously, but it's something that they have to think about. Maybe they can pick up a Nature's Prophet and still able to achieve that. They don't have an offlane hero so far. I think a Nature's Prophet would actually be a pretty good choice in this situation. Um, just because it gives them, like, they've got some good stuns. Invokers can provide a lot of utility. You know, he's got his tornado, his EMP, whatever else. The deafening blast. So in that regard, they've got enough of that. The Phantom Assassin is certainly going to be the damage dealer, but I feel like
Reserve time.
that if they try to push S5, Nara should be able to just basically destroy them with the better Wombo combo.
And the problem with Earthshaker is, Earthshaker usually isn't allowed into the lineups to get this farm that he needs. I mean, you pick up an Arcane Boots, you can finally cast more than 3 abilities before your and or you can start working towards your Blink Day and start going from there. But Earthshakers, they're usually not worked into the lineup. They're usually that 5th position support, so they're doing all the hard lifting, they're dying all the time, and they've got no money against their name. So I think Earthshaker might have a little bit of difficulties, especially against this current lineup, where it looks like heroes such as that Lunar, Clockwork, and Crystal Maiden will make that Earthshaker pay. And with his abysmal movement speed until he has boots, if Disruptor throws a glimpse back on him, he's going to throw out a fissure. It'll stun him people for what? 1.5 seconds? And then he's just going to get killed. He can't run away from that. So I think Earthshaker's going to have a very tough game this game. And now we see the Templar Assassin. Should be seen ran as that. Actually, where do you think Templar Assassin will be going? It looks like they're going to be an aggressive tri-lane with a safe lane carry.
Yeah, I don't know. The Templar Assassin, in my opinion, is a really weird pick. I think, I don't know, Brisk Effect, they're doing some really weird lineup with this. I mean, Templar works well because of the Vengeful Spirit as well, you know, the minus armor and stuff. But and of course extra damage, but I'm not sure on that. Slaughter gets picked up as well, and that helps counter the TA a little bit, of course, with his ulti. But yeah, the Templar Assassin is weird. I feel like the best choice with the Templar would be to put her in the safe lane, and have the Invoker mid with Phantom Assassin, Earthshaker, and the Vengeful Spirit and the aggressive tri-lane, as you were mentioning. I gotta say, from the side of Nara, they're lacking a real mid hero per se.
And so to introduce the teams, over on the side of Brisk, we do have your team. I completely lost what I was going to say, but we do have Jake Uchiha will be on the Phantom Assassin routine. Down bottom, Legendary will be on your Invoker, Bambi for your Templar Assassin, and your supports will be ran by Andozinos and Necronomicon on your Earthshaker and Vengeful Spirit respectively.
And on the side of Nara, we do have Alpha and Omega, their captain and drafter on that Clockwork. Syaldor will be on the Disruptor. Landera is sitting on that Luna. We do have a Scum Drops on the Crystal Maiden, and last but not least, we've got Sissist on the Slaughter. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin that name. I don't know how many times. I'm calling it now. I'm going to botch that name at least 3 times.
Yeah.
So we have both sides. It looks like they will be running the safe lane Phantom Assassin. You got your Bambi rotating up top. They're expecting an aggressive tri-lane, which I think they might be finding. If they go aggression against a safe lane tri-lane, then Bambi's going to have a not too bad time up top by himself. But if they do end up running the tri-lane, which it looks like Luna and Crystal Maiden are going up top, it's going to be very difficult for this TA. And as you said, it's very strange for this TA. They don't have a dedicated offlane hero. I'm surprised they didn't want to go aggression with the tri-lane. You have your Vengeful Spirit with your Earthshaker and one of the carries, and you have the other carries farming safely down bottom. Instead, they're throwing a carry that doesn't really have many escape mechanisms, and if there's any revelation of any sort, which apparently there's a Slaughter and Luna up top. I'm confused. No, I'm confused.
My game just crashed. I'm trying to load back in.
Oh, that's a little bit strange. And we do have a Crystal Maiden on the side of Nah. They've got no mid hero. Nah is standing around the They've got 2 heroes down bottom, 2 heroes up top, and Crystal Maiden walking in the middle of nowhere. So it's strange. I lost. I'm absolutely lost.
Alright, apparently I'm back in the game. Sorry about that, my game just crashed. I hope that doesn't happen again. Um, Seriously, Valve, fix what the hell's going on, because this is not good.
Dire's middle tower
But yeah, I mean,
is
currently
under
no
attack.
mid hero, and that's gonna be good for Brisk effect. Legendary is gonna be getting those free last hits, free farm. I have no idea what Naraa are thinking here.
And now he's level 3 after these final creeps, and he's 2 levels up on this Luna. Luna 2 levels behind against the Invoker. That spells death if Invoker wants to try. And Invoker is going for that Exhort Claws build, so once he has that Cold Snap level 2, or even the Sunstrike up onto level, with the second Exhort onto level 2, Lunda's going to be in a lot of trouble. And if he gets some of those Forge Spirits up, there's no way Landerer will be able to survive in this mid lane by himself without additional help.
Yeah, actually, I guess I sort of missed this, but TA going in the off lane, that's it's unusual. I guess, you know, it has a bit of an escape and whatnot, and the refraction helps, but it's both sides here are running a little bit of an unusual lineup in general.
I mean, if the trial lane of Naraa did happen against that TA would have died. I mean, she does have that invisibility, she does have refraction, and unfortunately it seems like you've crashed again. Ugh.
Yep.
Ugh. The game got paused at the same time. I'm not sure if someone else is having problems or what's going on. The game did get paused, still no first blood. Game paused again. And it looks like they're pausing for you. Nice. Good guy, no. Good guy. Good guy team, I should say. Teams. There.
See if I can get back in.
Tactical pause by both sides. Contemplating 5-man mid. That'd be interesting. We all know all 5-man mids would win if you have the Earthshaker on your side.
Yeah.
And I'm back. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Oh, in mid we got engagement. And Legendary picks up the... I came back at the right time. Legendary picked up the first blood there.
First in everything, and many more
Oh,
parts be
as-
spared.
So, Brisk effect took a good start.
Yeah, so as we were talking about that Invoker having those 2 levels higher than the Luna, that's death. And at the same time, top lane, there's a lot of damage going against Scum Drops. He's going to be able to survive. Bambi doing a lot of damage against Assist too. And now, Scum Drops tries to come back in, and Bambi's doing a lot of work with those refraction
Dire's middle
charges.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, Brisk effect playing well. Alpha and Omega rotates to
Dire's
the mid.
structures
This
are
is... I mean,
fortified.
Naraa have just been like, everyone go in every lane at some point in the first 2 minutes.
Something's got to work, right? Right?
And bottom,
Bottom we
looks
do
like
have
we
that.
got Salador under... Yeah, go ahead.
We do have that blink onto Sidador. He's been auto-attacked. He's been blocked. Can they find the final kill? They need a few more auto-attacks and nice disruption more, keeping him in place. The Luna's turning around. He gets the Lucent Beam off and will pick off that kill. Unfortunately, we have a crash, I would presume, coming out on Legendary. This is going to be bad. If one player just crashed, I think he's going to be crashing all game. This is not going to be
Yeah.
good.
I actually updated. So, the first time I crashed, I didn't update. And then the second time I crashed, I updated. So we'll see if that... I was still able to get in, but I don't know if it's going to crash again.
Yeah, because the last time I updated on the last game I casted, I just kept crashing. I mean, I was able to get back in, but I just kept crashing, like, midway. Pretty much every time a fight started, I missed out on it. I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, like, It's... Yeah, I don't know, man. It was like with the last update I just had, it was like I was crashing then non-stop. And so far, so good on this one, but we'll see what happens. I mean, the versions are not... I don't know, man. This is messy in general. We apologize to all the viewers here, but unfortunately this is out of our control.
Yeah, we apologize for Valve. Valve, get your shit together. That's as easy and as blunt as I can put it, because I mean, really. Oh, this isn't fun for a... Hopefully this stops now and we get this out of the way with, then we can have a nice solid 7 to 10 hours of Dota all day for you guys, but this really needs to be fixed.
My thanks.
We're actually meant to have games till like 11 PM. Hopefully this doesn't happen up until then.
And I am God. There we go.
Oh wow, okay, well I'll take over until you get back. So maybe you didn't want to just try an updating. We are actually communicating via event, so don't know Yoshi can still hear me, but currently 1-for-1 here in this match between Brisk Effect and Naraa. An interesting match so far for all those guys who have just tuned in. We've had rotations from every lane by Naraa. In fact, they're going to jump on Disruptor, and it's going to be Invoker who gets that kill. So Invoker level 5 already in the first 4 minutes, and Alpha and Omega is disconnected as well. So there's going to be a pause. Looks like the Yoshi will be able to get back into the game before any more action happens.
But at what cost?
Alright, you back in?
Yeah, I am back in.
Alright, cool. Well, Alpha and Omega's not back yet. He's in the mid lane Clockwork, sitting at level 4. Tia, I gotta say, in his top lane, being played by Bambi, who actually is the drafter for Brisk Effect. Not sure if he's the in-game captain, but he certainly did do the drafting for them. A little bit unusual having a TAs in the offlane, but so far doing well. Oh, wow, let me bring up those last hits. 9 last hits so far. Better than the Slaughter, and it's a, dual lane, so he obviously doesn't know this, but he should be happy with the way he's going.
But I mean, unfortunately, 4 minutes in, this isn't the best start for either sides at the moment. I mean, 10 kills. The highest last hidden hero in the game is the Clockwork, who was originally bottom and then rotated middle. Not the best start for both teams. Hopefully they can pick up a little bit of work, get their last hitting together and start pulling some big numbers against that items they desperately need. So, at the moment, I've got 0 trees on the map. It looks a little bare.
Yeah, it'll fix itself up once the unpause happens. Hopefully. I've actually had a friend who's played a game where there was no, like, he DC'd, came back into the game, unpaused, and he had no trees. But like, it still blocked vision. I don't know.
That'd be disgusting. I mean, trying to play that, you don't know what trees have been taken out and trying to find those juke paths. You need to be professional for that. Top notch.
Yeah, that is.
Let me shake your hand.
Well, we're back in now. Bambi looks like he wants to put the aggression on again. He's popped that refraction.
And there he goes.
Oh, wow.
Doing the auto attack damage. We do have that Slug stun coming out and forcing Bambi back, but he doesn't have much consumables left. I mean, he's got what? A Tango, and then that's it. Well, meanwhile, on the side of Brisk Effect, there's 4 heroes bottom, 4.5 minutes in. They're going to be pushing this tower like there's nothing else in this world that matters, and there's just a Luna. Luna can take this, can't she?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Totally. Disruptor's back. It did die there just before you DC, or just after you DC, one or the other. And this is, I suspect we're going to have a few more DCs during this game, hopefully not too many, but I gotta say, Alpha and Omega in this mid lane just been given free farm. I think Legendary, the Invoker, is spending a bit too much time in his bottom lane. Sure, they can maybe get a kill on...
And a little bit of
the
initiation
Luna.
now, but
There we go.
Naraa taking a lot of damage. Will she be able to get away? She does not. Invoker does pick up that final auto attack on top of that cold snap. And once again, Luna goes down. That's the second death of the game for her. And that's harsh.
Yeah, I don't think putting Luna in mid earlier on was the right choice, especially with Invoker 2 levels up, as we were saying beforehand. Just because she's fragile, she's pretty fragile as is, and Invoker in the early game can burst you down with the cold snap and whatnot. So I don't know, it was a bit of an unusual play, but certainly Legendary is going to be happy with the way his game's gone so far. Has a killing spree in the first 5 minutes of the game.
And Bambi, he's doing well in these last hits. He is sitting 16 Clockwork in that mid lane, still doing quite well, but I think the game's going to come down to Alpha and Omega at the moment. He's getting the farm he needs, and if you have a farmed Clockwork, he can find kills on all these heroes by himself. I mean, you can go against a Vengeful, find kills. Actually, top lane, we have a lot of damage coming out. Bambi, he pops his Refraction, but it's already been burst down, and he does get out of there. Sis doesn't look like he wants to chase it down any further. I think they could have possibly found a kill there if Crystal Maiden was in a little bit of a better position, got that Frostbite off. They could have potentially found a kill on Bambi, but Bambi's just hitting so hard and so strong at the moment, especially with those meld hits.
Yeah, actually done quite well. Despite having 2 heroes in their lane, you know, 2 stunners as well. I gotta say, Bambi's been playing well. Also, it's pretty much near the top of the chart in terms of lasts as well. Has double compared to.
And he's
Slayer.
going in on Sisters. He's walking in. He's popped the Refraction. He gets Frostbitten. Does he want to turn to Scumdops? He does not wish to do it. That's one of the problems with having such a low Refraction level, is you only have 3 instances where you can avoid damages. You can't get underneath that tower. That's why I kind of like that additional Refraction charges. And actually, he's going once again. Go to get Scumdops. Sisters turns around. He gets the stun off, but he's putting himself in a very, very crucial situation. Can Temper Assassin. He gets the Meld Strike. One more auto attack, and he does pick up the kill. A little bit of rotation coming in from the Earthshaker, but he wasn't able to get there in time. Who's going for an unusual build, 2 points in enchant totem, and 8 clarities.
That's new, to say the least. Oh, actually, Alpha and Omega are taking a lot of damage in this mid lane. Legendary, unfortunately, with that close to the tower, he won't chase that up.
Especially with Alpha and Omega, he's going towards those phase spirits, so he should pick them up. He's getting them very short. Down at bottom lane, we might see an initiation. The Kamikani throws in Sunstrike, lots of damage, and there goes the Luna. That is the 3rd death of the game for Luna. She's had her magic wand coming in, but that wasn't going to save her anytime soon. So, Luna, what do you think they need to do with this Luna? Do you think they need to rotate her out, maybe put her up in top lane, try and get her into the jungle and get some farming going on, maybe get some Crystal Maiden to help out with a little bit of farm? I know they need to get some stacks going on, because one way to get back into a game is stacking creep counts, because Luna and her Lucent bounces helps farm creeps so effectively, especially if you have a little bit of life steal.
Yeah, Naraa in a bit of a tricky situation. I'm not sure why they didn't put Luna up in the top lane to begin with, and, you know, put the clock in mid and then just go with whatever else they have in the off lane. Because Luna needs to be protected, and unfortunately the Disruptors just, you can't lock down the heroes long enough to ensure that, you know, all goes well. We've had a pause here from the side of BE, so, oh, it's actually, sorry, Luna disconnected, didn't even say that. So it looks like we do have more disconnects this game. Eventually we're going to go through the entire team, or I should say the entire 10 players, and then that way we'll all get sorted. But it seems like after I updated it, it's not crashing anymore, so maybe that's just a fix. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't looked like I was been crashing either. We did lose our admin as well shortly, and he's back into the game. But he bit the
That's fine.
He bit the dust. Yeah, no one cares about him. Emma, no one loves you. You're unloved. And then when he sees me at the
He's probably setting
he'll
up
just
some of the
like
other
beat me up.
lobbies.
No, I don't. You can't set up while you're still connected to a game. I don't believe.
Yeah, but you can just disconnect out of it, and then like it won't cut this one off.
Okay. I thought you had to completely fully leave the game before you had to create a new lobby.
Yeah, you do, but it won't, like, nothing happens to this match, and it still gets broadcast over Dota TV.
So, we're into the game. We have a 2000 gold lead going towards Brisk Effect because they've got that early 4-kill advantages. The XP is also in favour of Brisk Effect. Their tri-lane is working wonders. It looks like they are going to rotate a few heroes mid. They're not going to find anyone, unfortunately, as their mid hero is Alpha Omega. He's back at S. He's a very hard hero to kill. And it looks like the 2 heroes up top, there should be an engagement very shortly. It looks like Sissus, he's coming in for a kill. And if Endos, if he wants to try and start an initiation, Bambi will be able to rip through Sissus without too much trouble. He's now got 2 points in Refraction. That is more bonus damage. He's got 4 points in Melt, and that is going to rip through him. So Sissus has got to be in a little bit of trouble, and here we go. Game is on pause, and what will happen? Nothing.
Yeah. Um, I'm just at the net worth at the moment, and currently we see that Brisk effect Invoker 3.2k, basically 1k ahead of anyone else on the side of Naraa, and almost 1k ahead of anyone else in the game, which is actually a good place for Invoker to be. Oh, looks like they might want to jump on Alpha and Mega very soon. Economicon here in the mid lane as well. So Alpha and Mega under the tower though does have the
Down and bottom
cogs.
lane, there's a lot of damage going on Uchiha. Jakes, he's under the disruption storm, the Lucent Beam. He tries to run out. He runs to the side, and because he ran to the side, he got auto-attacked down. So that is a kill going towards a much-needed kill going to the lead of Landora. And at the same time, top lane, their initiation. We do have the fissure. It's being thrown at the stun coming out from Sisters, and both sides are going to walk away. Endo, he's not afraid. He doesn't have enough mana to throw a fissure, but he doesn't care. He's sitting around. We have the Meld Strike coming through, taking off Slark, and then the Frostbite. Unfortunately, just came off cooldown. He's turning around, trying to find a kill on Bambi. He doesn't have Refraction. If Crystal Maiden could find a kill on there, that would have been an upset and a half. And now, Necomicon, he's up top, pulling the creep wave, and it looks like they want to try and push this tower.
Yeah, I gotta say, in that bottom lane where the Luna and the Disruptor are gonna kill
Dire's
down
middle tower
the
is
Phantom
under
Assassin, it's
attack.
also a little bit weird. I mean,
And
hook
hook
shot
shot
mid.
into the middle, it goes on. Clockwork, he's gonna just burst down. Legendary, he doesn't care. He's just gonna stand up, fight up, and those Forge Spirits, which are 2D sprites for me, help clean that
They
up.
look like little firewalls.
That's pretty interesting.
Actually, it says, I think it says error, and it's on fire.
Oh, that is cool.
Anyway,
Down at bottom lane,
Come on, Valve.
it looks like there might have been initiation now. With
Dire's middle
not
tower
enough
is under
mana
attack.
and positioning for the side of Brisk effect there to jump on him.
Yeah, I mean, before with Venture Spirit leaving the lane, it just means a Phantom Assassin is going to get jumped on, particularly with Luna and the Disruptor. They can do a lot of damage.
Stop.
At top lane, we do see that Earthshaker. He falls underneath Slark's damaging amplifier effect, and Bambi turns around. He finds one. He will find two. There is no escape from Bambi. And now, all I could imagine is like the actual Bambi. Down bottom lane, we have Disrupt going on top of Necomicon. He's willing to be put into a wall. He walks out, Lucid Beam to the face. Will they decide to chase it? Clips is thrown off. 1 hit, 2 hits. He does fall, and now Jake Uchiha, he's going in. He's going balls. He's going for the kill, and there's a DC. Oh, there's a DC.
Oh god, that's anticlimactic. But this is we actually have a teleport here from Bambi who just DC'd, so we probably might even see a Sunstrike coming out here from Legendary. It doesn't have an Invoke at the moment, but he has free Exort. What are they called? Like, we used to call them orbs in Dota 1. I have no idea what they're actually called in like the actual, I know it's called Exort and stuff, but we actually had names for the overall thing. Anyway, he's got 3 Exorts invoked, and he should be casting a Sunstrike
Essences?
somewhat soon. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Are they actually called essences?
I don't know. I'm just thinking from when you collected the essences and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
but yeah, as you're saying, I think they could possibly get a turnaround kill here. Well, they should be able to find one. I mean, Jake, he's got another dagger up in 3. They both only have base boots, and Disruptor is 10 movement speed slow. However, Luna, she is here. She's got some magic wand charges. She does have a Lucent Beam, which will do a considerable amount of damage since it is level 3. So Jake Uchiha, he's going to be a little bit of trouble, but he does have support rotating from the rear and from the other side of the map. So I think they should be able to find one turnaround kill and possibly a second. Is there any TP support though able for? Nah. Clockwork unfortunately not holding any TPs on him at the moment. You have Crystal Maiden. She will be respawning. She will have enough to buy a TP. Will she jump down and get there in time? I do not think so. And neither does Slark have a TP. And I don't think he'll be able to get down. But they can maybe possibly find a return kill after they lose one. It's going to be interesting to see which side will come to the aid of the other, and if Andy wants, or Andos wants to come down to try and help out as well, we could have an all-out brawl.
Yeah, I think that currently, based on how long Naraa have to respawn and then teleport, like it's 5 seconds for the Slider, and then it's going to be like 7 seconds for the Crystal Maiden because the extra duration. Actually, it's probably going to be around 8. But like by then, the Disruptor should be dead, and with the trap from Templar Assassin, Naraa is going to have a bit of a trouble getting out. I think it's going to come down to Jake's crits.
He's got a 15% chance, but so far this game, no one's been lucky. The crash-in is hitting everyone, so if that continues, I think once she hits a crit, she'll crash.
Yeah, actually we'll talk about that later during another pause, which will probably happen. Looks like we're going to go back into this.
So everyone is ready. Says thank you. Good old manners. That's one of the greatest things about these two teams. They are both very friendly, helping each other out. So now they are saying they're ready. They're ready to go. They're ready to get this brawl underway. And here we go. Game is on pause, and Jake Uchiha, he's going to go aggressive. He's walking. Disruptor, he's been trying to come up with a plan, and he just gets creep blocked. He does fall to the creeps and the Phantom Assassin. And now, TA, she's in here. One crit. There's the slow coming down from the dagger, and there's the second. And there's actually the big crit coming out from Jake Uchiha. That's a double kill going to Phantom Assassin. And there's her boots, and possibly continue on her battlefield where she wants to go in. Holy crud, looking mid lane. I'm not sure if it's appearing like that for you.
The tower!
That is... wow.
The same with Clockwork is on fire.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
Apocalypse.
pretty sure they didn't get that tower kill in mid. Oh no, they did. I didn't even see that go down.
Oh, the apocalypse is happening.
I don't know. Okay, Clockwork stopping. Well, there we go. I don't know what's going on.
The fire don't want to leave him. Yeah, we both have both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides are getting... They're trying to push each other lane. We have the Invoker and Vengeful Spirit up top. They're looking to go on sisters. They're going hard. They're going fast. At the same time, bottom lane taking a lot of damage. Slot goes down. Down the bottom lane, you do have a lot of damage. Bambi's going in. He's got the refraction. He melts. A lot of damage coming out. There's the Disrupt Storm. Won't be enough. Bambi's going to keep chasing down the Disruptor. Disruptor should fall to Bambi. And now Alpha and Omega, they're going to JQ Chow. Your hookshot is used. We will see the death there. And so there's action all around the map. And now we've got continued kills. Invoker finds a second kill up top against that Crystal Maiden. Not being able to get in. Disrupt comes back. Do they look to go on Bambi? But unfortunately, Alpha Omega, he wasn't ready. They should probably turn around, or Bambi will turn around and try and find a kill. Disruptor somehow managed to make full health after he took a lot of damage coming from Bambi. And Andy, he's there to support if anything further does persist into this fight.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Legendary, he's going to be pushing out this top tower. Necromonicon is going to be pulling the creeps, so that's 2 tier 1 towers here for Brisk effect, and they're going to be feeling good about themselves. They got 14 kills to 5, and again in bottom.
And just damage everywhere. Bambi, he doesn't care. Picks up his blink. As soon as he picks it up, he instantly uses it to great effect and finds himself a kill.
Yeah. And I wonder if this will stop Clockwork being on fire. It's actually the Forge Spirits. It's like their attack animation is just... There we go, it's not just us.
Oh, man. This is...
Yeah, in fact, it's just... Yeah, it's like their orb effects are just... Like, look at me, it's just completely on fire.
Oh man, if my Steam overlay wasn't broken, I'd love to take a few screenshots of this. It'd be great, but good old Valve broke my Steam overlay. So now we've got a little bit of fight coming down bottom. We do have damage coming in. A little bit of damage coming in. Nanda, he is cold snapped up. Disruption field is down, but they're not going on. You have the Lucent Beam and the Solar Eclipse. We'll find one kill onto a very aggressive JQ Chiha. Now Landerer, he's got to be careful. Those Storm Spirits will be stacking up that damage and negative armor. Bambi, he's coming in. He's looking for it. He's not going to be able to find it. He gets Frostbitten. We do have that Fissure coming through. Frost Storm coming down by the Crystal Maiden, doing a lot of damage. Bambi gets hookshotted upon. Refraction charges. He's got one left. It is now down. He will take a lot of damage. Can they find the final damage? And the Alpha and Omega blocks his own teammate in. And now a lot of damage. Necronomicon trying to find a kill. Clockwork does end up finding the kill and invoking. Necronomicon does fall. And that is a 2-kill advantage going to Naraa. So they're pulling it back a little bit. And Landerer, he is now on fire. Everyone is on fire.
Yeah, fire for everyone. There's actually these spirits in the back. I just did a little bit extra damage. I gotta say that Cogs at the T2 tower there by Alpha and Omega actually stopped his entire team from running in after the Disruptor ultimate. And it, like the Static Storm was well positioned, and if Luna and the rest of the team could have moved in, they could have certainly done a lot more damage initially than they were hoping for. But unfortunately, as Cogs sort of blocked blocked his own team there a little bit. But nonetheless, I gotta say, Naraa doing well to pick up a few more kills. They certainly do need it.
Mm. And I mean, you look at the golden XP graph, it does spike back, coming back towards them. They're not too far away. They're only 6k gold, and after that last team fight, they show that that golden XP advantage in favor of Brisk Effect isn't going to slow down. Nah, if they get good engagements and they can disrupt Brisk Effect like they did with the last fight, especially with Alpha and Omega, they can find kills. Unfortunately though for Alpha and Omega, actually bottom lane scum drops, she's taking a lot of damage, the stun comes out, swap there, and Bambi, he says goodbye, and will pick up his 7th kill of the game. He is on a wicked sick, he is not dying anytime soon. But as I was saying, if that clockwork Alpha Omega, he unfortunately blocked his team the last fight. If that didn't happen, they could have found a little bit more. So this next team fight coming up is going to be very crucial. If they can get another nice fight and a nice team engagement off like they did last time, they can still pull this game back and bring it back on par.
Yeah, it's I mean, currently because sure, okay, the level advantage is, and the gold advantage is certainly in Brisk Effect's favor. The thing that Naraa have going for them is the team fight potential. They've got that Luna, they've got the Disruptor, they've got the Crystal Maiden Slider as well, helps there. But they have to really communicate well, they have to really position themselves properly, which they can do because they've got a Clockwork on the field. But that Clockwork has to be very careful with where he places his cogs, because it can end up, you know, screwing up the team fight for his team. I wouldn't say the experience advantage. I think the biggest advantage that Brisk Effect have at the moment is not so much the gold and stuff, but it's actually the map presence that they have. They've got all the tier 1 towers, they have all the freedom to be much more aggressive, whereas Naraa, they have to play defensively. It means their Luna isn't able to farm as effectively, doesn't really have any items to really boast about at the 16 minute mark, and it's only level 8. Alpha and Omega, he's working towards his Blade Mail, but he's still like, you know, 1k away from it, so by the time items start coming up here for Naraa, they might have already lost all their T2 towers.
And where'd that hero go? You look at their Luna. Luna doesn't have too much. It looks like she's building towards the drums. So she hasn't had the best of starts, but she knows if she's not having the best of starts, go for these cost-efficient items. Drums is one of those very strong cost-efficient items. You have that additional move speed. You got those stats you desperately need. So I really like that Landera is noticing that he hasn't had the best, and to continue on and work towards these cost-efficient items. Maybe go towards a little bit of lifesteal afterwards, maybe a Yasha, but he can't go for anything massive. I'd like to see him work towards a BKB eventually, but at the moment, these cost-efficient items will help him out at the start of the game.
Yeah, I definitely agree there, and it's really what you want to be doing. Basically, whenever you're behind, you want to build up some sort of items as quickly as possible that will help you out now. I mean, it should be like, oh, you know, butterfly will help me later on, but it's like, you'll never get that butterfly because you're going to keep dying. And just talking about Brisk Effect for a second, we can see that they're just trying to put on the aggression. And
we have Salda, he's out of position, he's in the river. Bambi is gonna kill him. Sorry about that.
Even in death.
Nah,
Just
that's
cool.
cool. It looks like we might actually have a continuous engagement. Yeah, we've still got fire flying all around
and now they're gonna rotate in. There comes the Eclipse comes out. A lot of it's landed on the Ember Spirits, but enough of it does land onto Legendary, and they will burst him down. And Bambi, he's out of there. So a Disruptor for Invoker, I'll take that trade any day.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it also means that Brisk Effect have to be a little bit more careful if they're going to continue with this engagement.
Looks like they're going to rotate into the
Invoker
river,
help.
and then we got the stun coming out. We have a lot of damage. Can she get a lucky crit? No, but Bambi can throw out his crit, and now the Cog's going to disrupt a little bit, but that leaves the Luna all alone in the river. That's a double kill. Bambi's going to continue going on Alpha Omega. He's got a hookshot away. Actually, he doesn't need to, but it would help if he hookshots away to his teammate. Will he do it? Will he have the sense? He's going to pop that barb down. He throws the Cogs, luckily comes off cooldown, and then everyone will just run into the Cogs for a little bit of fun.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a good nice 2 pickups there from Brisk Effect, especially after losing the Invoker. Bambi, just doing insane at the moment, on a godlike streak at the 18-minute mark. Does have something on the career. What's it gonna? Looks like it might be going for a Desolator, which is understandable. Desolator on a Temple Assassin is so scary.
And I mean, you've got your Blink Day, you're already ripping through heroes. If you have your Desolator now, Crystal Maiden, she's gone. Disruptor, you're gone. They can't do anything. If they can't even like try and do anything, like a glimpse won't work, a frostbite and walk away won't work. There's nothing they can do once that EA jumps on them. So at the moment they're going down and bottom. We might have Invoker as my voice is dying. They're going against Legendary. Legendary does Cold Snap and they don't have any revelation to find him out, so he will be able to get out of there. At the same time, they pick up an Aegis and it goes to Templar Assassin.
Yeah, nice Ghost Walk there. It ensures that he stays alive. He probably would just stayed in Ghost Walk and just walked around the enemy, trying that little bit extra slow, whereas while his team came around here. Now it's starting to back up. Will it be a little late though?
Bambi goes in. Bambi comes out. He gets one kill. And he's going to work towards the neck. Alpha Omega, you're in the middle of nowhere, mate. He's going to get it anyway. He traps himself in, not where you want to be. He does pop that Blade Mount. Bambi does a lot of damage. They are able to pop the Aegis. This is very nice. If they can retreat now without losing anyone, he does get swapped back in. Bambi blinks forward, gets one attack. Can he get any more? Two. Turns back around, pops a little bit of refraction. It's going to force him out. So they got the Aegis and only lost the disruption. Actually, we have a hook shot in and a tactical, unfortunate pause.
Yes, CNDC. Seeing base full health, full mana, can't buy a TP, and nothing happens. Necromonicon, I mean, Alpha and Omega, he's... yes, forgot our CM and all that. Nice. But this might be an actual kill for Alpha and Omega before Brisk effect can react in time. Legendary is there, he's got the Cold Snap, but the battery assault might just be enough to finish off Necromonicon. I mean, Alpha and Omega, he should die as well, but it looks like he doesn't care, he just wants to get a kill.
I'm gonna have to go against you there. I don't think he will be able to pick up this kill. I mean, Templar Assassin, she's got that Meld Strike, and with that Side Blade, she's in range as well. She can jump in and jump out quickly enough. We could see one very fast dead Clockwork. But if he doesn't react in 2 seconds, nor does Invoker, but I think he's in range for the Cold Snap as well. So I think Necromonicon is going to have a fright, but he will survive. If this pause wasn't here, he would be able to find a kill, but this pause will be able to get them to think about what's happening, and they should be able to find a kill.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, he's got his Blade Mail up in a second as well, which won't help him kill Necromonicon unless... it probably won't. I mean, Necromonicon's gonna... If he right-clicks, he might end up killing himself, but I think he's gonna try to get away from you. We'll see what happens in just a second.
And here we go. Everyone is ready. We have a lull coming out. He knows what's up. He knows something's terrible's coming his way.
Crystal Man's gonna come back. He's like, "What the hell happened?"
No, we're just waiting. A little bit of dinner talk coming out. Hashtag serious game. And there we go. Game is unpausing. Alpha Omega, what can he pull off? He gets cold snapped, he turns around, he clogs him in, and then Lander, he's like, I want to kill. Will he get the kill? He gets himself a kill, so I guess it's worth it. But then will he die in the meanwhile? He will not. There's a force off coming in, but there's unfortunately nothing there to help him out. So, Sunstrike, but Lander is too pro for that. He'll just stand there at the tower. He knew it was coming.
Yep.
Radiant's
Back up
top
at
tower
this
is
point. There. I
under
mean,
attack.
here comes his team. He does have his ultimate up, and so does Crystal Maiden, Disruptor as well
Radiant's top
coming in now.
tower has
But he's
fallen.
taking a lot of damage there. Go finally finish up the drums. We'll see. Not much. I was thinking that Salador and crew would probably just sort of try to jump in. I gotta say, in the meantime though, Slaughter's been in the top lane just finding farm, and he even got a tier 1 tower.
Haste.
Like, there's been so much action in this bot lane.
Another Sunstrike coming off, but once again, Lander, he knows what's up. He's, once again, too pro for this. But, I would love, actually, initiation down bottom, Bambi, he's been melded up. He's going to turn around, damage on Salador. Not enough to kill him. If he had that Desolator, that would have been one dead Disruptor. And he just gets instantly healed up like there was nothing happened. It was very, very fast heal up, actually.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have, too much health, anything at 950.
Man, as I was gonna say, I would love if there's an item that gives kind of effects like this. Like, maybe in custom maps, I would probably want it in proper matches like this. And actually, down bottom, Bambi, once again, looking to go on in. He's got two teammates supporting him. Do they have the Earthshaker and the Fissure timed up correctly? He is in range. Once this Fissure comes out, if he can land it on all three heroes, come on, Andos, you can do it. Be a man. He's not going to be a man.
Apparently not. I don't understand. Like both teams are just in this bottom lane, just throwing punches. We're 22 minutes in, or just under.
And here we
and there's
go,
been
Fissure.
31
It
kills.
does miss, and the enchant totem going nowhere. The eclipse is thrown out. It lands on creep, More creeps are taken out of the fight. Now Uchiha has been fired up. He's stuck with Alpha and Omega. He'll be picked down. Bambi's like, this is the perfect time for me, and well, this is also the perfect time for a crash.
Yep, I think we're getting close to every single player. I think who are we missing? Slaughter? And I don't know.
We'll find out shortly, hopefully. There.
Yeah.
But, oh. Well, if we do want to have a little quick analysis of this engagement. So we have two people, one on each side. So they're taking turns at the moment. If we want to have a little analysis at this team fight currently coming up, Bambi, he's got 5 stacks of refraction charge. He's got only 4 seconds left on him, but then he's got another fresh refraction. So he's going to be able to avoid a lot of this damage coming up to him very shortly. We do have Disruptor. He does have his ultimate. He does have a glimpse if he's afraid of anyone else coming up the rear, which legendary. He's got his Storm Spirits invoked, or Forge Spirits invoked, and should be there very shortly. Bambi doesn't look like he'll want to try and give up this engagement. He can pick off Lander. If he does find Lander out of this fight, it might force Naraa to retreat and get on out of here. But Andos, he's damaged. He's out of this. So it's a 2v4. How aggressive is Brisk effect going to be? They've been aggressive all game. I don't see why they won't be here.
I agree with you. Like, Landera is going to fall here, pretty much almost definitely. Those cogs still have a little bit of duration on them. And basically he's just sort of blocked in the corner. Bambi's going to be able to get 2 or 3 right clicks off. It might need a little bit more than that to completely finish him off. But about 3 right clicks should do it. And that's going to be 1 dead Luna. And the thing is, Luna's doing most of their damage here. The Static Storm is still up here from the Disruptor though. If he pops it, Crystal Maiden doesn't have any ulti. So even if he pops that Static Storm, I think Lander's gone. Will they be able to pick up Bambi in a response to that? I don't know, it's going to be close, especially with Legendary just behind here. Earth Shaker, he's a bit too far away to help at the, like right now. He can start hitting over, but we'll see what happens. I think Landera will fall for sure, and then the rest of Brisk effect will just back off.
Especially since Bambi also has a meld up in 6 seconds. If she can survive for 6 seconds, which should be pretty easy for her, she can just hide, and there's nothing I can do about it. And here we go. Initiation comes. Bambi's going in, but he blinks out. He defied all
Wow.
not logic, defied all word that I can't
Middle
think of.
tower is under attack.
Expectation.
That's the word. And games broke me as well today. So he does blink it out. He decides to be safe, then sorry, and they will just rotate back to their tier 1 that they still have up and running. They are 2 tier 1 towers ahead. They're 7.5k gold, 7.5k XP, so in the end, it's wise not to try and throw that away, especially since he is on a 10 killing spree. Whoever picked that up would have picked up a delicious 900 gold.
Yeah. Crystal Man is starting to look a little bit like Lane now for this fire.
We have a glimpse coming back somewhere. Glimpse back the Necronomicon, but he's now trapped, but he will be able to get to his teammates in time. And his teammates, they're rotating back around. Bambi, you're in a lot of trouble. He does have a blink, so if he does need to get out of there, he pops his refraction. Ando, once again, he is still being a man here. Will he go full man? Will he stay around? He will. He's walking around with 230 health. We got a swap going back in. Crystal Maiden, she should instantly fall. Fissure blocks off their entire side from the fight. We do see Vengeful will fall. Bambi falls shortly after, so that Fissure, that man play just got pulled down and taken down, and now they're turning back around. Legendary, he's got to force stuff himself away. Ando, he's still sitting around here. They do glimpse Bam back. We got Legendary, he's in the middle of nowhere, but he is ghost walked, so they're not going to be able to find a kill on him anytime soon. And now these Forge Spirits, they're doing a lot of negative armor, I think. Not actually showing me at the moment, but they're doing a lot of negative armor. He's taking a lot of damage. Will they find the final auto attack? They do find the final auto attack, and OP error signs, I tell you. OP error signs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was about -2 negative armor there, but it still certainly helps. And it's a nice. I gotta say that went better for Naraa though. It's a nice pick off there on Landera. He should have backed off earlier, but they managed to kill off Bambi on that Templar Assassin for what 1.3k gold or something. It's just ridiculous.
And that did go to the Clockwork. So Clockwork, one of the main key players on the team, will be picking that up. He's picked up a point booster, and he should be working towards his Aghanim Scepter at the moment. And now he's got that point booster on top of that Blade Mail. He's going to be a lot more tanky, and that Blade Mail is going to return a lot more damage, especially when he jumps on in. And Bambi and Jake Uchiha have to be careful where they're aiming, because if they land onto a Blade Mailed Clockwork, either side gets a crit, or even just Templar Assassin meld crit in, that will rip through themselves, especially since Blade Mail returns through the refraction charge. And now it looks like we're going to be seeing a team fight going middle. 5 heroes, both sides. We got the wraparound coming from Brisk effect. We should be seeing a jump in blink. Flames going everywhere. This is the Armageddon. And this will be the fight. We see jump drops. He will fall surely fall. We have the blink coming in. Slaughter, he's gone. He's out of here. We got the Eclipse burst off, but it lands on a lot of creeps. Not doing too much damage. Refraction charge. Alpha and Omega pops that Blade Mail, and the Comcon's going to be retreating away. We do have the crit coming from Jake Uchiha. He grabs one. He's going towards second. Alpha and Omega is going to try and hold him and trying to save Landra. This is the right choice. But Landra, he's running back in. Where are you going, man? And he just gets taken down, and Alpha Omega, he will fall. And that is a team wipe going to a great wraparound Brisk effect.
Yeah, that actually, they execute that perfectly. A lot of weird choices by Naraa, I gotta say. The kinetic field, the static storm basically did nothing in that entire fight. The Luna ulti wasn't terrible, but yeah, I feel like if they sort of coordinated themselves a little bit better with their ultis, they certainly could have done a lot more damage and potentially even survived and came out on top of that. But currently, Brisk effect, they're just going to get this tier 2 tower. There's nothing that Naraa can do about it, despite all the pinging. In the meantime, there's Slaughter. He's sort of been playing solo a little bit. I mean, he's been in a lot of these team fights as well, but at the same time, he's been pushing out by himself in some L lanes, and he's managed to pick up a armlet of Madigian.
So that armlet's going to help him out a little bit more, but you saw that last fight. It doesn't matter how much health you have. The Destillator, plus all the negative, plus all the physical damage coming out from these heroes, especially Bambi, the Ember Spirits, and Jake Uchiha, it's going to rip through anyone. So once you have that Destillator negative armor on you, you're gone, and Bambi knows that. He's pushing forward. So are those Ember Spirits. And now they're going against Sylador. He's in a lot of trouble. He's running for his life. He does have a glimpse if he needs to use it. He's just been thrown up into the air. So this should spell death for Sylador. Crit comes through. That's one. Second auto attack by these two heroes. We find him. We have a hookshot coming in. Hookshot lands. I don't know where. Echo Slam onto 3 heroes. That's a lot of damn Crystal Man standing there doing a lot more. That's 2 heroes down. Now they're starting to lose there. That's 3 heroes down. Sis, can he find himself a kill? He needs to find it. He crushes. He finds one. Hookshot does miss, unfortunately, against Jake Uchiha. Now it's Alpha and Omega versus the 2 carries. He does have Blade Mail up in 4 seconds. He's going to try and hold him off. Blade Mail 2. He doesn't get it off in time, and they will find themselves a kill. So, Brisk effect, they're coming out ahead. Their 2 carries survive, and they pick off the entire team of Naraa.
Yeah, that was... I gotta say, that Crystal Man and the ulti, though, did a lot of damage. Brought a lot of the heroes down low. Well, at least they got 3 kills out of that, but at the same time, a complete team wipe, and this tier 3 is going to take quite a bit of damage. It should be defended though. The cooldowns, or I should say the respawn timers, aren't really that long. Temple Assassin is still on level 18. She doesn't want to die at this point, because if she dies, she's not going to be back for quite a while. When you look at the other side, it's, in terms of levels, like there's no one even close to it. Clockwork's only at 14. It's a currently Brisk effect. I mean, you know, when you look at like in a gold difference graph, it's not as big as you'd think, but in the experience, it's like 15k difference.
And well, what can Naraa do about this? What do you feel that Naraa can do to get back into this, claw their way into this?
They need to coordinate better. We've seen so far in the team fights, the Static Storm, the Freezing Field, or whatever, is it Freezing Field? Yeah, it is Freezing Field, Crystal Man's ulti, and of course the Eclipse from Luna. They just haven't been coordinating those 3 key abilities enough. Once they can get that coordination going, they can win the team fights, and they can put a little bit more pressure, pick up some more tier 1 towers, and then go from there. I mean, having a Clockwork this sort of farmed is nice, because he's sitting in a good position, but the problem is everyone else lacks everything just about. I mean, you don't have a mechanism up on your team. The Disruptor's going for it, but if he dies again in this fight, he won't have it for another like 2 minutes after that, so...
But he can pick it up in 5 seconds if he wants to go for it. And there, a little bit of an awkward initiation coming from both sides. In Naraa, they were walking around and they were under basically, actually, Jake Uchiha, he's taking a lot of damage. Amplify, Eclipse is used to burst him down. They use some of those big hard hitting ults to take him down. Now Bambi's got to be a little bit cautious here. And we have Sissist, he's looking going in. The Deafening Blast will go through the trees, will not hit anyone currently. And Endo, he's used his fissure, he's in a lot of trouble, he can't do too much. If he gets caught out here, that's going to be a lot of lockdown. He's caught into the disruption field. Are they going to go against him? We have got a lot of damage coming out. He's got an Echo Slam, he's now silenced, so no Echo Slam. He gets burst, and that's 2 heroes currently down. Freezing field, doing a lot of damage. It's just sitting there. Bambi, he is gone and out of this fight. No, he's not. He's actually still alive. They left him. They didn't get the final auto attack. There we go, Wilson B, and that's 3 heroes down. We did see Legendary. He picked off the Crystal Maiden, but they found the 2 carries and an Earthshaker. That was a great initiation by Naraa. A little bit of an awkward positioning coming out from Brisk effect, and they just got caught off guard. I don't think they expected Naraa to continue their attack, but now they're going to pick up a tier 2 tower, and no, I feel as if they're straight back in it. Unfortunately, though, Meatball found itself some spaghetti.
Yeah, that was interesting. Landed, I just sort of like walked along with the meatball and got himself killed. But I mean, see, that's that engagement for Naraa. That was sort of what I was talking about. When they coordinated those ultis, the whole side of Brisk effect just sort of fell apart. That's what they really need to be doing.
And Brisk effect, I mean, catching out Ander, I mean, he was walking, he tried to get out of there, but he stopped for that split second, got caught into the Disruptor's field, the Disruptor's Kinetic field, and then the Storm came down out of nowhere, and he just couldn't do anything. You could tell he was spamming his R button. He had creeps, he had heroes, and, well, he couldn't do anything. And taking down that big key stunner in that fight just let Naraa walk all over him. Unfortunately, they stayed around a little bit longer than what they should have, and a little bit of not paying too much attention, then they lost their Luna. So there's going to be a kill onto the Roshan. The Clockwork Flare is not going the right way, and it should be a very quick and easy Roshan.
Yeah, and after this, I suspect that Brisk effect might try to put the aggression on, which is of course risky, but and there's a rocket flare, it's a bit too late there. And in fact, it looks like they just want to move in for a potential, see if they can maybe pick off someone as Brisk effect try to retreat.
If they could find Jake Uchiha here, this could be massive. They're walking up, they're flying on in. They do not seem it's still nighttime vision. If that was daytime vision, Jake Uchiha would have been in a lot of trouble. They're pinging him. They know something's up. He is gone. He's going to be out of here. We will be able to escape. Lucent Beam. Assist. I don't know what's going on there. They're going to find in the middle lane. And then Bambi, he gets 2 hits. He takes out 1. Crystal Maiden, she's going to try and stand up. She's going to try and manage. She frostbites Enders. Enders doesn't have anything. He's used his Echo Sun. Bambi finds himself a second kill. Clockwork in the meantime also fell down next to the ramp towards the other carry on the side of the map. Assist is in a lot of trouble. He's going to man up against Bambi. He needs to get that amplified damage off. Amplified damage. Assist. Gets it off late. Bambi will find the kill. And that is 4 heals going towards Brisk effect.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Luna finally picks up Jake Uchiha, just chasing him basically all around the map. We'll probably die for it too if we see some traps. Luna's a bit too quick, especially if the drum popped.
Luckily she popped that. The Invoker there was right on his heels, and still trying to get there. They even called it that chase. But now Luna's got a Manta Star, so this should help out a little bit more in these fights, especially since a lot of these are targetable spells. I mean, your Templar Assassin will be single target heroes, your PA will be looking for a single target and cleave, so that could cleave through your summoned your copy clone, your Manta Star, whatever it's called. I'm losing it. But your Vengeful also, you can dislodge the stun, and it's going to do a lot of damage. The cleave, the damage, the be able to disengage a little bit easier, get rid of any debuffs on top of you. So the Manta Star is going to help out Landra a lot more in these fights, but will be enough. I really think she should have went for a BKB instead of a Manta Star.
Yeah, I agree there. Picking a Manta Star is good, but I think a BKB first would have been better. But it does mean they can put on... they'll do a lot more damage in the team fights at the very least. Alpha and Omega. Man, he almost drops like half health just from the 1 meatball. And it gets cancelled because of the dot damage.
And now they're going to be trying to rotate in. Out from Mega. He's in a lot of trouble here. He hook shots in. He lands into Bambi. Will he be able to get enough damage on Bambi? He pops that blade mail. But because Bambi has that BKB now up and running, she's not going to be, or he's not going to be returning, getting any damage returned back to him. So he will avoid it. Eclipse has popped off. But the Eclipse, what do you hope to do? He does land on a Legendary. Legendary does get a little bit out of position. He Ghost Walks. And now Uchiha has gone in for the fight. He gets Frostbite. He's under the silence. Is the silence worth it to take out Jake Uchiha? No. Yes, it is. But Bambi, he's coming back in. One hit, drops down to half health. And now Andos, he gets a stun into 3 heroes. He blocks it off. The glimpse back to Bambi. He's now in a little bit of caution. Necomicon, he's going to come in. He's going to think about stunning. He's not going to stun. He's going to walk out of there. But they found a kill, and that's needed. Now they're pinging to go towards the next tower. Will they be able to find it? They are missing the Static Storm and the Eclipse.
And also Freezing Field from Crystal Maiden. She actually popped it in that engagement, and I think she immediately cancelled it right after. So I think they should back off, in my opinion. But we'll see exactly what they decide. In fact, they will back off. It's a good... Well, at least most of them will. Landor are still just sticking around.
Legendary's walking on in. They know the Invoker's around here, so they expect something's up and running. But they make it out safely, and they're going to pick up a haste run for their troubles.
Dominating.
And actually,
Landor are just sticking around way too long in the mid lane. Absolutely popped in like less than a second.
poor Landor, once again making a little bit of an unwise choice, sticking around in places he shouldn't be, and, well, Brisk Effect make him pay. Now Baby's in a lot of trouble. Scumdrops doesn't care. He wants to 1-for-1 this, but now Scumdrops, he's going to fall for his insolence. And the entire side of Brisk Effect, they're going to make him pay. Now, Sisyphus is actually ripping through Bambi. Bambi will force Sisyphus will find one kill. Now Legendary's going to come turn towards against him, but he's got his sprint. He's on the run. He's going to be out of here. There's not too much they can do about it. He's out of range, but actually they do have a Yules. He's in a lot of trouble. Stun comes out. Sisyphus, he will die. He shouldn't be able to run out of here. He's unfortunately stun missed too. Hookshot comes in, lands on Sisyphus. It won't be enough to save him. He pushes him up the hill. Legendary is already on the retreat. He doesn't want to try and fight anymore, especially with that amplified damage, putting him into negative 18 armor, and he will run. So Hookshot in the end does help out, and Sisyphus will run. So they should be able to defend this tier 3, especially with those cogs up and running.
I gotta say, Sisyphus doing well there. I mean, pick up Bambi. They lost 2 heroes there, but certainly for the death of TA, it was worth it.
Dire structures are fortified.
He's actually getting pretty big at this point. You know, a star that's, you know, very tanky, very large, is gonna hurt. He's going for a Maelstrom, which I think is a little bit weird. I think he's actually going for a BKB as well. Like, there's so much stuns and utility. Oh, there we go. There's the second to last DC. We just need Earthshaker to drop as well, and we're going full circle.
Oh, this game. The delays. They hurt. Last one. So, at the moment, the Brisk Effect, they're in a really strong position. They've got lanes starting to push in. However, they need to push out this top and bottom lane, because Roshan will be spawning in... I don't know how long, about 4 minutes, so never mind that. But the Aegis, it will be reclaimed in a minute, so they need to try and use this Aegis and Invoker. They have a minute to try and push and do any damage, but at the moment, it just looks like they're not going to worry about it. They're just going to pop the Aegis and just continue farming around about. And speaking of the farm, net worth, you do have that TA sitting on the highest of the game, 14.5k. Invoker, 13.5, Clockwork, and that Luna sitting at 10. And PA, she was doing really well, but she's been slowed down and she hasn't been able to farm. One of the big things about picking up a Battle Fury is you want to be able to farm. Maybe jump into the jungle, pick up a little bit of farm. Sure, those crits with that cleave helps, but no, they haven't been grouping up enough for that Battle Fury to pay for itself in these fights. So, and he hasn't been farming enough, so I don't really agree with this Battle Fury pickup currently at for Jake Uchiha.
The other thing is, he died a lot. 7 deaths, you know, equal highest on his team. Necronomicon is the Vengeful Spirit who's equal him as well. That's hurting him a lot in terms of that net worth. But yeah, you're exactly right. He hasn't been really farming with that Battle Fury, which is what you really want it for. You know, the AoE, the cleave in the team fights helps, but you know, Naraa aren't really sticking that close together to sort of do that. Like, they're getting all their big ultis off, but at the same time, they're not, like, you know, grouping up enough for the cleave to do as much damage as you'd like. So it's, yeah, I know. I think that BKB would have been much more useful, just because it ensures that no matter what they do, no matter what they pop, you're still just standing there right clicking, and you know, a good crit or two off in a fight, even if it's not with a cleave, can still completely destroy the heroes here on Naraa.
So now, Brisk effect, they have all the map position in the world. They're a little bit lacking on their wards, but they have been using their wards quite effectively. They had one in the jungle, they had one in the secret shop. Both of these helped plan and watch the initiations from Naraa, because they just walked straight over the top of them. So Brisk effect getting good work on them. At the moment, Naraa, they only have one ward down. Well, actually they have two. They've got a defensive near their secret shop, in case of any little ganks come around after that Roshan happens. And they got one in mid lane, watching any rotations through the jungle. So they've got very defensive wards both sides, and that's what this game's going to come down to. If you can catch the other side off guard, if you know where they're rotating, and if they're being a little bit aggressive, as the freezing field, kinetic field, and every other ability almost gets thrown down onto the illusion. But if you can catch the other side off guard when they're being aggressive, you could come out on top in these engagements and start to pull the aggressive. Now, Necomcon, he's running into the middle of nowhere. This should start the engagement. He's taking a lot of damage. He swaps himself in. He's frostbite. BKB is popped by Bambi. He doesn't care. He's going to walk on out. He's going to do a lot of damage if Tornado comes flying through. The Eclipse is popped. It's only on land on one, only on two. And there goes this Vengeful Spirit with Meatball coming through, doing a lot of damage. He gets the stun off. Will he be able to find enough damage? He will not. He has to run for his life. He does get out. Final auto attack by Legendary. Will pick off Assist. And now there's two heroes left. And now Bambi, he's going to find that final hero. He's going to pick it off with the help of Uchiha, and now Alpha and Omega, he's going to make Legendary pay. He's got Hookshot up in 7 seconds. He does it. He's got Blade Mail. Pop your Blade Mail. He pops it once, but unfortunately, there was no lucky crits coming outside of Brisk Effect to turn that back around. So, Brisk Effect, they come out on top with two heroes, only losing two heroes, taking out the entire opposing team.
I gotta say that was very interesting. Did Slaughter actually have his armlet of Meridian up in there, like as he was running away?
I don't believe I saw him use it at all.
Yeah, because that would have meant he survived, but also did a lot more damage.
Oh,
in that fight.
Scum
In fact, Bambi, oh.
That's unfortunate. If he'd used his Frostbite instead of that Crystal Nova, he could have found himself a sneaky kill. And he's just getting himself killed.
Mega kill!
Yeah, Frostbite's a creep.
He forced the Temporal Assassin out, and he seems to have scared, with these dead corpses, he scared Legendary away.
Dyer's middle barracks are under attack.
And you know, Sildor is too much there to handle. This might be a Raxter. Oh no, the spirits die. So that's that melee is going to regen over time, but the range these days doesn't. In fact, it's just my Ember Spirits or Forge Spirits, whatever.
So if he didn't resummon those Storm Spirits, that would have been a dead melee by accident. That Catapult almost gets himself a kill. So now, once again, they're pushing through mid lane. There's no tier 3 tower here. They've got all the advantage in the world. They just need to be careful. If they overextend, Tornado comes through, lands onto two heroes, and then, now, this is trouble. We got a hookshot coming in. It will land on Endo. Endo throws out the X, only lands onto one. He still hasn't thrown out that Fisher swap. Alpha Omega gets swapped straight back in, but he hasn't thrown out that Blade Mail. If he'd thrown out that Blade Mail, that would have been one dead Andy right there. And now Lander, he's going to find himself a kill, but at what cost? Nice disruption field with that Static Storm, keeping two heroes in, but Bambi will just BKB. He will walk out. We do see Jake Uchiha picking up the kill on that wood, and now they're going towards the racks. They will find two more kills. That's 4 heroes down. And Slaughter, he didn't do anything in that fight. He couldn't get on in there. And now he's going to try and save the racks with his life, but he might find himself killed, and that's what happens. He doesn't even get his stun off, and the GGs are called. Brisk Effect will be taking this 40-minute game, 40-minute flamey game against Naraa.
Yeah, this is. It was a nice win for them. They really had a lot of control from early on. They were able to pick up, you know, the first bloods and the very early kills, and they were able to just continue that control. Naraa had a few good moments, but I think their coordination was just a little bit lacking with their ultis. But overall, a very interesting game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I gotta say, shout out to both teams for being very friendly. Great sportsmanship there. I've been Zalarov, and I've been joined by Yoshi. You can follow me at twitch.tv/Zalarov or on Twitter at ZalarofDota. You can follow Yoshi at youtube.com/Yoshi and on Twitter at Yoshi. We have a lot